we actually do want to belong. Like we do want to fit in. We say we don't care, but that's a bold-faced lie. And so it's like, you do get all warm and gooey when somebody thinks of you or includes you.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Again, like it's hard for me to like not think about it through the husband lens, but he is such a homebody. But I think for him, it's a control thing where I know what's going to happen when I'm here and like it's safe and he just feels like he's more in control of his environment. But that also could be the profession and whatever else. Who knows?
Right. And even though, as an eight, and again, maybe because I don't know, you'll have to ask him about the inviting thing of like, we're still going to say no if we don't want to do it, because we're not scared to say no. But, if he at least feels tingly inside, like, ooh, like they thought of me, even
Yeah.
though I'm not going, but hey, cool. Like I'm in, they thought of me, they included me. I
Do
don't
you
know.
feel
That I'd be
guilty if you
curious.
don't? Like, even if you're not afraid to say no, do you ever feel guilty for not?
For not
Interesting.
showing up to something? No. I
Yeah.
sometimes have my own personal regret. Well, and this is more lately of like, I'm in trying to put myself out there more in the dating world and just like meet more people in general to make those connections. And so like I'll sit at home and I'll be like, oh, that's a lot of work. And I don't want to get ready and I don't want to go out and whatever it is. And I'll have regrets after for like not going, my own like personal regret, but I won't feel guilty about if I don't show up to something. Usually I'll show up just because I want, but if I don't want to, I won't. Usually I want to though. I will say no to a concert.
Yeah, she always says no to a concert.
Why is that?
Oh, the amount of people and no. I like to have my own space. I will go to a concert where I have an assigned seat. I don't, part of it is being an eight, but I'm also 5'1.5". And so if I can't see,
Oh, sure.
yeah, like I've gotten elbowed to the head, more times than I can count. Yeah. It's really, it's fun.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was thinking it was like a control thing where you're like all these other
No,
people that I don't know and like I don't have
no,
control over the
it-
environment.
no, it's my physical space. Like my personal bubble is invaded because people don't care. And that bothers me. There's no
Private
boundary
square.
respect at a exactly.
I won't sing it for everyone that's listening because then we might lose listeners.
I almost did, but yeah, let's not. I actually have it
Look up the
upcoming in
no
a
no
third
song.
grade lesson. The boundary song.
Okay, well, what was your question around muchness?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious about, and I will admit too that my husband knows this about me, to be fair. This isn't something I hide from him. But if there is an environment where I perceive that, like, he might say or do something that might be too much, like, he might offend someone or he might, like, I don't know. Like, he says what's on his mind. Like, he just says the thing. And sometimes that scares the life out of my two self, where we are thinking about how is anyone else going to feel about that? So I'm curious about the too much, where, like, have you heard that in, like, throughout your life and in any one particular stage of your life, whether that be like, you know, super young to high school to now, have you heard that you're too much? And how does that feel for you?
Don't know. Trying to think of like, I don't know if I've been ever like explicitly told I'm too much. I mean, sometimes maybe they're like, oh, Casey, you have a lot of energy or, whatever it might be. But like, I've never felt like that was in a too much way. But I've always internalized, like, I've always felt like I would show up in a space and then all of a sudden people's behavior would be different or like not getting invited or not being included in friend groups, things like that where I'm like, oh, apparently they don't like me, and it's like, "Oh, I guess I'm too much," or I'm even trying to think of, like, past relationships too, but I actually never felt it was more not feeling good enough as opposed to too much. But, like, I'm too weird, I'm too annoying.